Good morning, caffeinated clue chasers. I'm doing my best to avoid cleaning my house. So let's get into it instead. I've got a fun coincidence for you today. You ever notice how these hunts drop little details that almost feel like inside jokes? The kind where you're not sure if it's a clue or if Justin is just sitting back laughing at us? Well, this one feels like that. Because here's the thing. Every time we brush something off as just a coincidence, it has a way of coming back around later, like a snake shedding its skin and popping up in a new chapter. Or maybe like me trying to avoid cleaning the house. It always finds me in the end. So let's break this one down and see if it's just a funny overlap or a thread worth pulling. So here's today's fun coincidence. The word circus shows up in the book exactly 2 times. The word lightning, 5 times. And the word elephant, exactly 0. Not a single mention. And yet, Montana has a story that ties all 3 together. Back in 1943, the Cole Brothers Circus rolled into Dillon, Montana. They were about to debut a brand new act called the Ballet of the Elephants. Yes, I just said ballet. Lined up at the Beaverhead County Fairgrounds was Old Pitt, one of the last elephants from John Robinson's legendary herd. Pitt had performed for decades, trained in vaudeville, paraded through towns, even acted in silent films. She was part of the Military Elephants Act where, yes, elephants wore Red Cross caps and fired cannons. So, a red hat wink wink. But on August 6, 1943, as Pitt stood ready to enter the big top, a storm rolled in. Lightning flashed, and a bolt struck Pitt where she stood. She collapsed instantly, killed before the act ever began. The other elephants were knocked down, but survived. Circus folk buried her right where she fell, bringing in a bulldozer just to dig deep enough. Her grave is still there today, tucked behind the rodeo stands at the Beaverhead County Fairgrounds. A blue fence surrounds it, a tree grows inside, and locals still visit to remember Dillon's elephant. Some even say it's become part of the oral tradition of the town, their elephant struck down in a freak storm. Now here's where it gets even stranger. The book mentions circuses, lightning, and all those recurring number patterns, but never elephants. And yet in Dillon, Montana, you've got the circus, the lightning, and an elephant's grave, all wrapped together in one eerie coincidence. And tell me this, what are the odds that the person delivering the eulogy at Pitt's memorial in 2023 was Debbie from the bookstore? Debbie from the Dillon book signing. Another coincidence stacked on top of all the others. Pitt, you graced this earth with your beauty, she said. You were an entertainer and brought joy to others. Your soul left Dillon, she said, and in turn, the people of Dillon have watched over your final resting place with respect and dignity. Rest in peace, Pitt. For an elephant who spent such a short time in Dillon, she has become a permanent legacy in the town that continues to embrace her. Bill Tash said, "People will never forget Pitt the elephant." So, is this just an odd bit of Montana history brushing up against the book? Or is it a breadcrumb? Sometimes it feels like these hunts play out in layers. Surface words, hidden numbers, and then real-world echoes that tie everything together. Pitt the elephant was killed by a lightning strike when the Cole Brothers Circus came to town on August 6, 1943. And that, my friends, is the story of Old Pitt, Montana's most famous elephant who met her end by lightning strike. A circus, a storm, and a grave behind the rodeo stands. So next time you're wandering Dillon and you see a storm cloud rolling in, maybe don't stand too close to the elephants, or at least bring an umbrella, preferably a really big one. All right, that's enough history detours for me. I really should go clean my house now, but let's be honest, I'm probably just going to find another coincidence to chase instead. Stay caffeinated, stay curious, and as always, watch out for lightning.